Hello, hello, BSR Nation, and welcome back to Everland, home of the Ponderosa. Today I'm going to show you the results of one of the experiments that I did around here earlier this summer. I showed you how I'm propagating roses, so I'm going to show you what happened as the result. This is one of the roses that I propagated. See that one? I did that one 3 years ago, and it's a clipping from the roses in the front. So I took some more clippings from the rose of the Ponderosa, which is right over here. I took some more clippings from the rose, see, of the Ponderosa, and I stuck them into the soil over here in these pots. So here's one right here. Success. You see that? It's doing really well. Put it right there. This one didn't do so well. See that one? No bueno. No buena. But this one is doing super great. Look at that. Yeah, that's doing so great. And that tells me that next year, these are going to be so beautiful. So the next part of my experiment involves these grapes. The Catawba grapes did so well this year. Look at them, they're running. They are running, and I just had to pull this one out of the ground because this one decided to run this way and plant itself into the ground. You see do you see the roots on that? See them? They're right by my finger, right there. So I have an idea. I'm going to cut that off, stick it in growth hormone, take it over there to where that rose did not do so well. I'm going to stick it in the dirt. And if it does well, I'm going to do some more, and hopefully by next year I'll have grapes. I will have a fence of grapes and roses right around this orchard. All right, so let's try it out. Are you ready? Here it goes. Okay, I'm gonna show you where I cut it. So I cut it right here instead of cutting it right there. That's the part that was in the ground. So yeah, just to be on the safe side, I cut it right here. And I'm going to stick this in growth hormone before I put it in the dirt. All right, let's pull it off. Let's see if we can pull this off. Okay. And I'll take some water with me. It rains, so I have a container of water. I don't typically keep these, like when water gets in them from the rains that we have, I typically pour these into my water catchment in front of the garage, or I use it immediately to water something that didn't get any water from the rain. But the reason I don't keep when these fill up with water is because this would be a breeding spot for mosquitoes, and I have enough mosquitoes out here as it is. In fact, I'm about to go back inside right after I show you guys this. Okay, so let's pull this one out. Ouch. Be careful of the thorns. And I know that this one is done because there's no green. It was trying to grow because the roots, it had started a root system. I'll have to cut it. It was starting a root system, but now all of the branches are black, and that is a good sign that it is a goner. Okay, so I'll cut it. All right, so I cut it off. All right, so let me make sure. I want to make sure that I'm choosing the best spot. Ooh, something bit me. Lord, I have to be careful out here. You know, I do have snakes. So, you know, I found a better spot for the grapes. So I think instead of putting it in there, I'll put something else, maybe a smaller one in there, but I'm going to put it right in there, in that pot. And I'll dip the end in this. All right, here goes. Got in there. And the growth hormone, just in case. Don't need much. Okay, sorry for blocking the camera. So I'm dipping it in the growth hormone. See there? Don't need much. Now I'm sticking it into the dirt, into the soil, right there. And then I'm laying these roots. I'm gonna dig a hole with my thumb and lay these roots into the soil as well. So it's sort of laying down on its side. The whole clipping. I'll put some more dirt in here too, just to make sure. The whole clipping is going to lay on its side in the soil. And then I'll simply take this vine and run it on this string of lights. Might as well. And that will hold it up, and this will guide it so that it can make a complete, fence line around the orchard. And this will be quite helpful to me as well, for keeping the deer out and animals that I don't wish to share the fruits of my labor with. So my thoughts are, once I get a fence line of grapes and roses, there will be enough vegetation and enough food for animals who are outside the perimeter of the orchard to have something, and therefore they won't be so inclined, I hope, to come over here into the orchard. And I'm also hoping that the grapevines and the roses will actually prevent them from being able to get into the orchard. All right. Where's that water I was bringing? Oh, let's get the water. Okay. And what we'll do with this experiment, we'll come out here and we'll check it at the end of the month when fall sets in, and we'll see how it's doing. My idea is if it takes and is doing pretty well by the end of the fall, then it should be able to withstand the winter and spring back in the spring. All right. Well, that's all for today. Wish me blessings, wish me luck. And as always, until next time, stay prayed up and stay sprayed up.